These kids have only been learning German for a few weeks, but they've got the weather down pat. The Judith Kerr School in southern London is quite unusual for Britain, a bilingual primary school. At least 20% of the curriculum is taught in German. Peter Johnson founded the school along with other parents because there was none in the area offering German lessons. He also secured some state funding.
Yeah. Having been brought up bilingually and having learned other languages and found that quite easy to do and enjoyed the intellectual extension that comes from knowing languages, I think it's a very good thing to do. I wanted to do it with my children.
The school only opened this year, but it's already got more applicants than places. Some of the parents take German lessons themselves, so they can help their children with their homework.
Verben sein, haben und gehen.
Ja.
I want to.
Du möchtest sie wissen. Ja, okay.
Many of them never learned a second language and want to give their children the opportunity that they never had.
Our daughter was quite happy where she was, but we moved her specifically for the language opportunity because they don't really introduce it into British schools until, in my opinion, a bit later, and that immersion thing we really wanted.
The first languages taught here in the UK is always considered a kind of ancillary add-on and not really integrated into general education.
Identify which class they're in.
Carmel O'Hagan advises schools on foreign languages. British schoolgoers are often reluctant to learn a foreign language. She says that can only change if the children start at an early age.
It's about prejudices about language in other countries that become ingrained as children get older. So it becomes more difficult to make them want to speak another language and learn about other countries.
Things are changing in Britain, though. As of next year, primary schools will be obliged to teach a foreign language, albeit not necessarily as intensively as here.
There are a number of schools that are offering Mandarin and other languages, French and Spanish, and I think that this will be the beginning of a growing emphasis on language learning from a young age.
The next step for these budding young German speakers is to make sure they can continue learning the language when they move on to secondary school. So far, their local options are limited.